What is up, Rockingham County Middle School art students? You might not recognize this face, but this is Mr. Williamson here. Yeah, got the COVID-19 razor out and decided to do a little grooming. But I'm glad to see all of you. I wanted to do some catching up and basically share with you some things that have been going on in my life. Use this first video to catch you up on a few things that have been going on with Mr. Williamson and kind of set the stage for, I guess, what the next few weeks might look like as far as art class goes. So you'll have a heads up, you'll know. Before I go any further, I've noticed quite a few of you have logged online to Canvas and have been turning in some assignments, and I'm very grateful, very appreciative of that. And again, just emotionally overwhelmed at the involvement that we're seeing throughout the school with all kinds of assignments and work that's being done, and just a testimony to how awesome Rockingham County Middle School students are. As you can see, I'm sitting here in my music studio slash art studio. This is where all the work happens when I'm creating art in my own house, my own studio space. I'll give you a short little tour. This is the back corner over here where the drums are housed, and you can see guitars over here. This is some artwork that has been displayed over here. Show you a little bit of what I've done. Let me turn a light on so you can see. Painting by my mother over there, and it's one of my guitar art pieces. Down here's a collection of some of my instruments. Back here's where I've built this display case to house my other instruments, and this is actually made out of pallet wood. Got creative with some old pallets and decided to make a stand to put those things on. Back here you'll see where my daughter spends most of her time. That's with the keyboard, and she does a lot over there. Down here's where I usually spend a lot of time drawing and playing the guitar at my desk space there. Amplifiers and speakers, and that's a little bit about the music room. So let me tell you a little bit about what happened. A couple weeks ago, Mr. Williamson was hospitalized, and I wanted to share this with you because of, again, the outpouring of love and support that I've had through staff members at our school, plus the cards, the messages, the emails, the things I've had from many of you guys being students of mine. I had what was called a stroke. Blood clot formed somewhere in my body. They say probably after I had my hip surgery back in June. That blood clot then decided to release at some point, most likely traveling, they think, through a hole in my heart, which I did not know I had. That hole in the heart allowed the blood clot to pass straight through an artery that went right up, wrong side, up the left side of my brain, and formed a clot which blocked a passageway in my brain, causing me to have a stroke. One of the scariest moments, probably the scariest moment of my entire life. To tell you a little bit about what that was like, I couldn't talk. I could see, but my sight was messed up. My whole, because the stroke was in the left brain, this is interesting as far as the right brain training we did in art class. This will interest you. I had the stroke on the left brain. My entire right side, my right arm, my right hand, everything was invisible on my right side. I could not see anything on my right side. I went to sign out from work that day. It was the first work day we had during our work from home with the COVID-19 corona thing. And when I went to sign out at 4 o'clock that afternoon, I couldn't see my hand. I couldn't see my name. My vision started to fade. It was the scariest moment of my life. With that, also my verbal ability to speak and formulate words left me as well. So you talk about scared, but I will say this: Miss Dollarheight, Miss Orr, your school nurse, Mr. Wood, Mr. Saunders, Miss Robinson. These people were heroes. They showed up in the nick of time, right when I needed them most, and they got an ambulance there. They had me to Annie Penn Hospital within minutes. They had me under medication that pretty much controlled the stroke and caused it to stop happening. They then had me lifted in another ambulance to Moses Cone, where I'd spend the next 3 days. All kinds of tests being run. Found out that I do have a hole in my heart. I'll be having heart surgery very soon. But I wanted to share all that with you because as that was going on, this virus broke out. I was hospitalized alone by myself, no family members, no loved ones. My wife couldn't even be with me. Didn't have a cell phone on me. I had no communication whatsoever. Talk about a lonely moment. But here's another cool thought. 3 of my nurses throughout that whole experience were former Rockingham County students. You talk about a thrill, and I preach this in the classroom all the time. Nothing makes you happier than to see a student become successful in whatever field they choose, but to see by your bedside a nurse show up who's helping you and sacrificing their time, their health to be in a coronavirus situation, but to be at your bedside and to tend to you, doing what they've gone to school and trained to do, and to be a success doing it, and then to be able to offer you help. There's nothing like it. One of the most rewarding feelings I can ever share with you. With that being said, let's talk art for just a minute. My goal with these videos is going to be to share with you some little exercises starting hopefully this week. So keep an eye out, whether it's through Canvas or not. My goal is to have a short exercise maybe each day, twice a week, 3 times a week, maybe once daily. I don't know. But these are going to be optional exercises, things to do for fun if you want to do them. Alongside with those exercises will be projects. Those projects might be 1 every 2 weeks. I repeat, 1 every 2 weeks. So you're not going to have a project to do every day. You're not going to have a project to do every 2 or 3 days. You're going to have a project to do every week or 2. Does everybody get that? Okay, a week or 2 project. All right, that means in the midst of you working on that project for a week or 2, you can train on these exercises. All right, it is so good to see each and every one of you. I hope this video format will work out. I'm going to sign off for now and be looking for these videos. I hope to share them, whether it's through Canvas, email, somehow. I'm going to get them to you. I promise. Take care. Be safe. Be healthy. God bless.